Holly and I have been married for 10 and a half years at this point. And we have two biological kids, James and Catherine. Catherine's 8 years old, James is 5 years old. A year ago, we were able to adopt Remy. We actually committed to be foster parents and with intentions to adopt. And in February 2015, we committed to, we said yes to foster care.
My name is Sol Esmeralda Elena Cano Munoz Cole Boehm Jr., and I'm adopted from Medellin, Colombia. Ever since I can remember, I was in foster homes in South America. I can't say that it was the best of experiences. I found myself, along with other kids, just kind of out on the streets running around, and would only come in to, eat and sleep. I stayed at foster homes for about 1 to 2 years, and then we would get moved. So also the instability of moving so much just made it to where nowhere ever felt like home.
In November of 2015, we got a phone call on a Monday around 3 o'clock or so in the afternoon, and asked us if we would be willing to take a placement for a 7-week-old. And 2 hours later, we had a 7-week-old literally dropped off at our house. We were told that we'd be in touch.
I was paired off with one of my siblings. I'm one of 17, and we were usually paired off with somebody close to our age. For a year, I was with my little sister Jasmine, who is 3 years younger than me, and then both of us together were put into orphanage because we were eligible to be in the orphanage and to be adopted. We were in there not quite a year before we were adopted by Alan and Beth Boehm, who both lived in Arizona at the time. In South America, especially if you are poor, it's not common for somebody to have animals. And I remember that I saw a picture of 3 cats, and I learned that my adopted parents had 3 cats. So I thought that we were rich because we had so many animals, and I was really excited about that.
A lot of times we have a lot of things going on, and it seems that we're not good enough, or we don't do enough. But foster care is not about us. Foster care is about sharing the love of Christ and being intentional with that. And foster care is a parallel to the gospel in such a beautiful way that we couldn't help but be obedient for the sake of the gospel. And that's why Holly and I have been fulfilled and been satisfied with what the Lord has, how He has provided a way.
After I was adopted, my mom would teach me about Jesus and the gospel using the little jelly beans. So like the white one was the snow, the white is snow, and then the red was Jesus' blood. And that's how I learned about the gospel.
In 1 John, we're told that we are to love because God first loved us. And I think that applies not when it's convenient for us.
Being adopted, being put into a home where there was a mom and a dad, and being put into a school, and just knowing that there was somebody that cared about me and my well-being and my spiritual walk was so different.
It boils down to what is our intention here, and our intention is to show the love of Christ to the orphaned, and with an intention of adopting them into our family and loving them as our own.
Part of the reason why my major at Louisiana College is social work is because I want to be someone that can provide a safe place for foster kids, and through the orphanage systems and things like that. Coming from a place where I didn't view foster care as a good thing, just growing up in it and just having a kind of a negative experience from it, really encourages me seeing the families here in the States and here at this church at Kingsville and other churches that are foster parents or have adopted children and truly do care about those kids. It's really encouraging to know that there's really good people out there that really care about kids that aren't biologically their own.
Supporting those who do have children in their home, those that have adopted. I see a challenge to the church to support those families, to lead them, to disciple them, to support them, and to reach out to them. So I would invite you to, even if you don't have are unable to get a child into your home, it's not convenient for you, go out of your comfort zone. Be inconvenienced for the sake of the gospel.
If you feel some type of calling to maybe sponsor a child anywhere, or even become a foster parent, foster family, don't ignore that. Don't ignore that calling, because that is a soul, that is a child's heart and a person that the Lord may be calling you to take care of.
He has led us in the direction through the process of foster care toward a goal of adoption and becoming one with someone that didn't have a family to start with.